Lagos's Hot FM.
My name is Chacha, the one, of course, and the only Happy Fairy. I also did play you Electricity Fields featuring Davido and gave you Last Memory by Takeoff, the mayor of Lagos, with a jam called Back in Office. It is 11 minutes gone past the hour 5. Since yesterday, I've been screaming that I was going to get a special guest in the studio, someone that I absolutely always love talking to anytime of the day that, I have a conversation with Oga Boss. It's always something to hold on to. I've got the one and of course the only Illbliss.
Hey, what's up? Cha.
How you doing? Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Thank you very much, babe. How are you?
I'm very well.
You're glowing.
I try my best.
You're glowing. This economy is so not telling on your skin.
You see, you remember that there are kidnappers outside. There's gomo out there. People are getting missing. Today I was looking on Instagram. I saw one of my fellow radio presenters who was talking about how there was a bus in front of him, a big bus, not those small buses that policemen use, and these guys stopped him on the road.
Yeah.
And they came and they were all wearing mufti.
Oh, wow.
And they were telling him, where's his tinted permit? He was arguing, there's no tinted permit. I was so scared when I saw that video because I'm like, this is in, VR, and it looks like an attempted kidnapping.
Yeah.
The increase in, how many people talking about in Abuja especially. Do you worry? Do you worry?
Babe, I'm always worrying. You should see the way I move these days. Like, I'm moving, I'm looking at the rearview mirror. I'm saying, but that car has been with me for too long. Am I getting tailed? I've seen this guy on my street 2-3 times the same period every day. So I'm very situational awareness because I know the streets are very unsafe.
Right.
At the moment. I am worried. And we used to always hear about these abductions outside Lagos. You could hear about it in the southeast. You could hear a couple happening up north, but now it's here. It's here with us, and it's scary.
It's really scary.
Yeah, it's scary.
I mean, there's so many things happening. There's kidnapping. There's, jackpot syndrome. We have some statements from people about jackpot. I'm curious. We're seeing a lot of people leaving Nigeria every single day, and we have Rotimi Amechi, who is a former minister of transportation, and he's basically said some Nigerians deserve the leaders that they get. And he was being featured on a TV program on Saturday, and he said that he has always discouraged Nigerians from moving abroad because of the many opportunities in Nigeria. He also said this, I'll read this quote for you. He said, "I've always discouraged those who want to leave the country 9 to 5. Yes, you can always get 9 to 5 jobs when you leave the country, but you can never get the opportunity you would get in Nigeria. You can just wake up one day and become a minister in Nigeria. You can just wake up one day and become a governor. It just happens. I don't know how this country operates. So if you're looking for opportunities, please stay back in Nigeria."
Yeah, but that's almost like a political fairy tale world. It's not a real world that politicians live in.
Right.
And I dare say that the people are broken to a large extent. People have given up. I know people that have incredible jobs. And then they wake up and they're like, bro, I just wanted you to know I'm leaving tomorrow night. I'm like, leaving to where? And it's like, just out of the country. My family, they've gone ahead. So people are evacuating Nigeria. Like it's a crisis. Like it's something is happening and everybody head out. So it calls for concern because we've lost confidence. The young people have lost confidence in governance. So people will be like, anywhere but here.
Oh wow. Would you take that route if you could? Yeah. I'm saying this so that I can quote you in the nearest future if I see Illy is out of the country or you're tweeting from Canada, Ontario.
I can go. So I'm privileged. I'm part of that percentage that's privileged enough to say, okay, we can go anytime. Tonight we've got visas, we can go. But it's not like that for everybody. And I have spent so much time, minus even just being a performing artist and a recording artist. I've spent so much time here trying to build the right contacts, the right linkages, getting up and moving for people like me is a lot tougher.
Right.
Yeah. You know, maybe for the guys in the corporates and they can go there and do some certification courses and here and there. But we die here, man.
Lagos. Okay.
Lagos City.
Talking about Lagos, before you got here, I did see someone saying Lagos was ranked the 19th best city to live in.
I saw that too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt it was a lie.
Why?
Yeah. So I just looked at it and I'm like, 19 best city. I didn't read it, so I didn't see the standards. I didn't see the indices for making it the best city.
Right.
Yeah. Is this security? People are getting abducted.
Well, people get abducted everywhere.
Yeah, people get abducted everywhere, but at least there's a trail of some sort.
Right.
There's a police unit, and this is not me trying to get at the police before they come and block your gate.
Have they done anything to you memorable? As a
The
police,
cops?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
There's this pair of glasses I drive with, so I look like a surgeon.
Okay.
A reliable surgeon. Every time they pull me up, like, good evening, sir.
Okay.
We're here.
You think it's not because they recognize who you are?
Then they're there, of course. Then after when they see through the glasses, they're like, no, God boss, be that.
Come on, you see, please.
So,
maybe I need to be famous so that the police would, deal with me. I mean,
do they pull you over?
I mean, they used to when I used to have different colors of hair. But now, I have black hair and, they look at me and they're like, Madam, all right, go ahead, fine lady. Not before. Just park. They just look at me and this one is Dankbana. Illbliss is here in the studio, and of course, Illbliss, I must say that you have done exceptionally well in the music industry, and now it seems like you're stamping your face on our TV screens. I mean, I do know that you have a record of TV production, film production, but now you're coming to our faces in movies. You're doing roles. You're doing all of these things more and more than before. Why? Is this an evolution? Is this what is it about movies now?
It's not even just movies. It's I think even besides acting, I started producing. And
you have a series coming up.
Executive producing. Yeah. I have a series coming up. It's a 7-part series on I don't know if I can say the name.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean it's called Free Men. Yeah, and it's a 7-part docu-series on Showmax, on DSTV Showmax. So it's about the Igbo apprenticeship system.
Right.
So it's incredible. About Igbo brothers that take Chacha and Jude and then train them after 5 years, 4-5 years. They now attain freedom, and then they give them money to go and start their own businesses.
That's very common.
No, it is very common, but it's a story that's never been visually documented properly. So people are writing reviews on this system from Harvard, from all kinds of business schools across the world, and we will get them. As in, it's happening right here in front of us, and I know how many people that have become multimillionaires, billionaires. I'm talking from Innocent to Koscharis, to and so on and so forth. This is how they came up. Yeah. So I just felt that, in line with my heritage, this is a southeast story,
right,
so to speak. So I just felt it was time to properly start documenting our stories, like inner city stories, like urban stories about how we make it out here. Every time is always negative.
Right,
every time is always somebody's missing, or there's some ethnic clash going on, or this and that. But I just felt there are also beautiful things about Nigeria that we need to put down in either a documentary form or put it in dramatic content form. So that's what I'm doing currently.
That's a big one. I mean, would you say film production is more taxing to you than making music?
They're all both.
I mean, if you could rank both of them, which one is more tedious, or which one needs more concentration? Would you say?
I think it's television. I think it's content, because music. With music, there could be hit or misses here and there, and it just won't entirely take you off. But now it's visual, and when the senses, when with visual content, the eyes connect, then the ears connect, then the heart connects. Yeah, with music, you can just hear music and yeah, it's all right, and just let it go.
Right.
Yeah, but this is different. But I mean, all of this that I am doing is, like you said, it's part of my evolution. I'm very, very inspired by 50 Cent.
Right.
So 50 hasn't made an album in God knows how long, but 50 has a universe of television content.
Right.
Yeah, from documentaries you didn't even know he commissioned to the Power series, to Raising Canaan, to Power Book. So he has like 8 to 10 series on different networks, from Stars to Netflix to Hulu, and that's how I want to age.
Right.
Yeah.
Talking about albums, I mean, some people were, you posted something with Reminisce, and some people were kind of hinting that there was a collaborative album. I don't know if it's because of, asking, to name the album, but, is there an album coming with Reminisce?
My album, my next album is coming. That was just me looking for attention.
Okay.
My next album drops in February. Yes, it drops. I think 24/2/24.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the date for it. So I haven't made music since 2020. I haven't dropped an album. My last album was in 2020.
Yeah.
So I took some time off so that I could also create other pathways for myself in the business.
I mean, it feels like your music is, I don't know, there's a certain change to it. There's a certain difference.
Really?
Yeah, there's a little change in it. I'm curious, before we take a quick break now, there's something about Igbo rap.
Yeah.
Or rather, do you feel that right now some people feel like it is quite cool to be Igbo?
I mean, look at the lineup now. Look at Bikonya Mego. That's a massive record. That's Black Bones, and featuring Jarek the Hustler. There's Oganigwe. Then there is what's Flavor's record? Ababola. How much is money? Even my daughter knows these records. You understand? My daughter is 6. You understand? She's quoting this songs line for line. So I just feel like there's a renaissance. This is a renaissance period for Igbo culture. All of a sudden, it looks really extra cool to be Igbo, or to have Igbo content, or Iboti content, as they always used to call it. So it feels so great to know that, yes, that you see like a Zlatan, for instance, and he's incorporating Igbo into his music,
right?
And more artists are coming from the southeast, and it's incredible. And then Udumudu is our poster boy with the hat. Shout out to Udumudu Black, because he's from Delta. I heard he's from Delta State, but he's got that red hat on, and it just looks like the Igbo guys are here.
It reminds me of Ikpe Festival in my village. It does. It really does. Every time I see him, I just think about my village, Lagos.
I know.
I feel like Illbliss is one person that if you want to tap some knowledge from, you should go to. Do you have people in your DMs let's just say, let me rephrase. How often do you reply messages of people saying, boss, help me out. Boss, listen to my music. Boss, I need this from you. In this week, let's just say this week, how many messages would you say you have gotten?
Babe, I'll be honest. I get hundreds, all kinds of requests. And I'm like, I've not even been so active in music, but people keep saying, so I'm like a dentist.
What?
People are trying to book appointments. But I don't know for all kinds of things. People just want, a lot of young people are looking for themselves. So whenever they reach out to me, the ones that want music advice, because it's a lot,
right,
I can't cope. So there has to be some special. You need to try and get my attention. Like there are guys that have been DMing me for 5 years, 6 years, and I've, kind of like, I'll just send you a message and free you. Then they come back again, they updates on their music, on what they are doing. Their tenacity gives me, like, when I look at how much tenacity and resilience they have, I'm like, how can an upcoming artist be like this? And people that have been blessed with this talent are barely even moving half at the speed,
right?
So, and belief. So it's just I get back to people a lot. I answer them But I can't solve everything.
Right.
I can just point.
Well, they say like one in every 5 Nigerian youth now is doing music. I mean, why do you think people are doing music now? You think that they're looking at it as money bag, oil bag?
Yeah.
The new movement.
They gave up on school. Like
what?
Yeah, they gave up on school. It's a cooler option. It feels like a cooler option. They don't understand, the intricacies of the business. So a lot of people just look at it and like, but Portable could make it.
Right.
They don't also understand how much work and how much support, that stands with, an artist like that. So they're like, we can make it now. So everybody's trying to make it tomorrow morning. So this is a get rich or die trying generation.
Right.
Yeah. So let's go, let's get it. Let's try music. Let's try acting. Let's try skits. Let's try this, that. One go walk.
Right.
And that's the green and white. That's the spirit of the green and white youth. They're just trying everything they can to break in. I spoke to a couple of boys. I saw boys shooting a ski in front of my estate, in front of my house, and so when I came out, the boys froze. They were like, sorry, sir. Sorry, we didn't know it was. I said, no, it's fine. What are you guys doing? Said, that they're shooting skits, and this is Bamboo. Bamboo has over 300 skits, So I'm like, oh, wow.
300?
Yeah, like over 300 skits made just between October and now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, they were like, they're trying to monetize it on Facebook, so that Bamboo is a locally based G-boy, and just trying so that the stories are always about him, the adventures of Bamboo.
Oh, wow.
And that's our videographer. They had iPhones on tripods, and then they had a girl, that Bamboo was trying to, talk to and check. So I just looked at them, and what they're doing was just uplifting, to say the least. They are just trying to express themselves. One was the scriptwriter trying to direct, Now, if he knows what he's doing is another thing altogether, but Adventures of Bamboo.
I'm curious now. Would you say the way we have digital media, we have social media, it is much easier to break into the entertainment scene now? Do you think, all it requires is just talent and your phone or, internet?
There's a lot of access now. It's a totally different ecosystem now with content.
Aside content, music too.
Oh yeah, definitely. With music, with music, it's easier. Like I'm getting videos from everywhere. I'm getting people are tagging me. They're like, boss, we just shot this. We're students of Unijust. And this is a cipher we made for the Department of Social Sciences. So they have, this guy's in psychology, this guy is in religion, this guy is in geography. So they're rhyming. I got this morning. You understand? And they'll call you back. They'll send another one and be like, okay, bro, so this is our first single, it's coming. And this is our second single. And so there's no way I would have known about these guys if it wasn't for social media, if it wasn't for them just shooting on their smartphones, uploading it because they have some data. So that I'm sure the same way that disturbing me, that maybe disturbing a lot more people, so they keep going and going at it. It's engagement. At least it's keeping them, it's trapping their energy, which is very important for young people.
Now, for someone who has seen a lot of things, I'm not just talking musically in this life. Come on. What is that one thing you would say you should put off social media? You shouldn't put on social media. What is the no for you?
For me personally, the way I work with social media is different. I don't spend more than 2-3 hours on Instagram. 2 hours. There's a timer on my phone. It just locks me out after that. Yeah, because social media has a world of good, but also has the downsides. Also has all of that anxiety bouts for people that look at it and like, Chacha is in England again. This girl is just an OAP, man. What's she doing? Isn't that Trafalgar Square again? You understand? She's on a train again. You understand? So everybody's looking at your life. They don't know what you go to England to do. They just look at it and they take a decision. They think, oh wow. So people are panicking constantly. Oh my God, geez, this guy just bought another car. That could be car rental. That could be a car business. That could be a car lot.
I mean,
I've car dealers giving me cars. I'm like, Illy, just drive it for 3 months, return it, we'll give you another one.
You see, social media is crazy. Something happened to me, not gonna lie, the last trip. Coming back, I went to go and do budgeting, and I went to go and use one certain airline. And those people, they showed me shiggy. So I met someone, and then we were talking, and they cancelled our flight, and they moved it to the next day. So there was a whole lot of rubbish that was happening. So me and this guy, my dad was on the flight with me. He was always just hanging around us. So the flight was supposed to be, in fact, it took 2 days for me to come back to Lagos.
Yeah.
You know, this guy was telling someone on the phone. He was telling someone on the phone that, I missed my flight. And as I missed my flight, my agent had to book me this flight. Bruh, your agent, no agent. You booked your flight yourself.
Yeah.
Now, he was in economy. But when I checked his Instagram status, I saw business class. Like, he recorded the business class of the flight and he put it on social media. And I'm just like, I did the same flight with this guy. Yo. I saw where he sat down.
I know his section.
But on Instagram, you flew business class. And it's crazy. What I lose my mind over is people putting their business, family, and most recently we've been seeing a lot of Nigerian celebrities out there dirty linens on Instagram. Say, for instance, you had a fight with someone, a close relative of yours, and the person goes on social media. Is that forgivable for you? And the person puts out all of your business. Say, this is what he did to me. This is what's going on. Is that something that you would forgive?
No, I wouldn't forgive that because, Chacha, if you look at my life closely, I'm sure you can't ever remember content that I ever posted that was about my private life. Look about the most you can see are probably my kids, and that's once in a while. So whatever happens in my family, is a no-go area. I don't even have relatives that are thinking in that space,
right?
That it's not because they know that I've also put in a lot of work over the years to protect myself. So I look at people like that go to social media with their personal problems. I look at them like truthfully like dummies, like desperation. Like I feel like a lot of people are suffering from a lot of celebrity anxiety mixed with we need to keep people talking. So they don't even know when they cross the line. They don't even know, oh, my mom is sick, for instance, or my mom is God forbid, but my mom is dying. I need to post it. Yeah. I need the world to see what's going on. Whatever you do, you're probably quarreling with your wife. You're recording it. Because you want people to see how quarrels sound in your house and was it so it is disgusting to say the least, right? How far people go just to gain attention. But hey, what do I know? I'm not, because I'm not in that world. I just keep away from it. I keep away from it, and I don't get involved. I don't even judge them anymore, even give an opinion, but it's dummy behavior.
One thing I wouldn't do is fight on social media. I don't like, back and forth about, my personal things, should be told.
Do you even ever have fights? Sorry to cut you short, babe.
Do I fight?
Like, look at you, fairy. Look at you, man.
I do get angry. I do get angry. I do get upset, but I just don't like to dwell on it. I'm the type of person that you piss me off right now, it will pain me. Like, the words get to me. It will get to me, but I'm just going to look at you and just be like, nobody knows where your mind is on. Like, you probably have a problem with yourself and you're using me as an outlet. I'm serious. That's how I am most of the time. I'm just like, yeah. But the only thing is, if you mess with 2 things that concern me, I'll never forgive you. The only 2 things that I won't forgive you as. But anything else, that's your personal problem.
That's your business.
But there's something I know that you might be knowledgeable about. I mean, you're a guy. And this argument has been happening on social media. Baddies. When they say social media baddies and conservative women. I mean, over the weekend, we had, people get married. We had Kunle Remy and his wife, and then we also had the gospel singer Moses Bliss. And people were screaming, oh my God, on social media, the baddies are losing, the baddies are not winning. And, do you think men are going for conservative women or they're going for baddies? That's I really need to know from someone who I think is level-headed. Is it a body situation or conservative women?
So, it's a question of choice. Like, as conservative as my wife is, sometimes I'm like, sweetie, wear those shorts, man, so you can be like a body. Like, let's go to the beach. I want you to be a mix of both. Don't worry, don't panic. We're married already,
You're
man.
right.
You know, you got me forever. So just be my body, you know. So, but I just think, a lot of men, the body's theory is something they want to flirt with, something they want to play with.
Right.
And then they go for the conservative girls, you know, and they go there because they feel like society demands that you end up with somebody that's conservative and wifey, you know, and calm. You understand? A lot of men really don't want to see their chicks, you know, throwing up money in a strip club or just living outlandishly that kind of life. So we're also from a very judgmental society, you know, so there are also a lot of bodies that are just bodies on the surface, you know, that are a lot more decent than the conservative girls.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's a
mix of both.
It's a mix of both, but you know, you could just choose who makes you comfortable, who you're comfortable with. You know, don't choose a body today and tomorrow you start like, you're going out too much. You're partying too much. You and your friends are always on social media posting. But didn't you see all this before, you guys? Yeah.
And some bodies just want, you know, to be in serious relationships and they become conservative, maybe. Maybe.
Absolutely.
Just maybe.
And they're like, I don't hang boots, man. I'm no longer a body. I'm Konza now.
If you're that, the thumbs up to you.
So what are you, Chacha?
I'm a conservative girl.
Seriously?
Yeah, I'm a kabadi.
Yeah, you're kabadi. You're kabadi. Like a mix of both.
I'm a mix of both, you know.
That's beautiful, man.
I got this one. This person called me the way you called me. He said, cha-cha-cha.
Yes.
I got boss. Illbliss. We need a live session of you and Terry G performing Ayekbo Gong on NPR Music and Glitch Africa.
Okay.
The man from Lagos has said that. Wow. Why?
He should tag Glitch because it's a classic. And I think it turns... Jeez, Chacha, that song came out in 2008. So
how old is this little girl?
Sugar, how old are you? That's hiding her face.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not that old, though. I just came into the game really young.
Okay. We'll agree with that one.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you have another song that I feel like it's the same way. Ima from Lagos likes Ayekbo. I don't know why I feel like this your new music, Chukwebuka, featuring Umu Obuligbo.
Yeah.
Wow, that's what I'm gonna say about the song. When I heard it, I was just like, oh, I think I was in the kitchen. Not gonna lie. When you know, I was listening to it. And when I messaged you and I said, wow, I think I was in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And I was just like, what is this? Like, I wasn't expecting, I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting that. There was just something different about this. What was it? What was the energy for this song? When did you record it? You say you haven't released an album in 2020, but did you record it?
No, it's quite recent. Okay. It's quite recent. Yeah, but I started working on another album in 23. Yeah, I just decided it was time to get back in the music. Let me tell you the truth, babe. I was flirting with retirement.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So I just felt, I have 11 albums.
Oh wow.
Like I've had a run. I've had like a long run. Look at Ayekbo now in 2008. You understand? Look at running through it all right up to Anamachi Kwanu with Fino, right up to See I'm Counting My Money and I Can't Hear You with Run Town, right through to Jaolaya with Ricardo and Mr. Easy. I've had a run. I've had quite a run. I've been blessed to be nobody from my generation is really still here, actively making music. But God just keeps every time I just say, I think I'm done. God just be like, this one.
Just relax.
Just relax. Don't worry. You're going back in. You're still going back in. So I had a block for a while too. I had a block, creative block. I just wasn't writing music that I was feeling. So I decided not to put out, because I can't put out music I'm not feeling.
Right.
Yeah. So and eventually we made this record. And shout out to Umu Bilibo. These guys are they're kings.
They are.
They are kings, and from the southeast, they are they're so massive and so quiet at the same time. So I went to them and they were looking at me like, so Oga Boss, what kind of music are we possibly? You know how our music is root, is high life, is root high life. You understand? How are we going to blend, these two worlds? You're a rapper, we're like high life artists. So I told them, I said, I want music that will release in December. Music that we're going to go home with.
Right.
Yeah, like homecoming music. Like the Igbos, we like to migrate in December and go home and blow all of our money and come back, start hustling again in January. You understand? So we just made Chukwebuka.
It's beautiful. Talking about it, I want to listen to it. Could you be considering, is it possible that you might be considering maybe an EP with these guys? Is it possible that could be something like, you're just dropping an EP with them?
I never looked at it from that point. I think it's such a smart thing to do. Yeah. I never looked at it from that angle.
Yeah.
That's you just, the A&R in you just showing off.
I know. I know. You're going to have to credit me if you ever do it. Let me just see my name. My full name, Charity. Oh, not Chacha.
Yeah, not Chacha. So they will know.
Listen, I mean that.
They will know.
I mean, talk. Well, yes, I think it would be a beautiful thing to do. I mean, I see how people are collaborating now. People are coming together to do great music. Just having you and these guys, and maybe I'm going to add, you see, Lagos, thank God we're recording it. You can sprinkle like a Jerick or
here and there.
Let me see who else. Let me just leave that. Let me not just let it all out.
Yeah, honestly, babe, I'm gonna just talk to them about it because they have an album with Flavor, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, when they first came out, they came out with a collaborative EP with Flavor. They've also gone ahead to do records with Davido, Larry Gaga, I think so. So it would be incredible. Honestly, I didn't know this song. I thought the song was going to be a disaster because I just didn't even know that we could find a spot to meet, like creatively, because we're from two totally different worlds.
Right.
Yeah, but immediately they came up with the hook. Immediately the hook sat. And I said, okay, this is incredible. Then they gave me the hook. Then I started to write the verses.
Right.
And it just made it a lot easier.
These days we have different people coming with different styles of rap.
Yeah.
Igbo drill, we have Igbo everything. And we have people who are, rapping like they're doing, what's it called, these battles. And we have people who are, say that they're changing the rap game in the music industry. We have up and coming talents as well.
Yeah.
And, have you had anyone try to compare the music to your music to them, or anyone who has tried to disrespect your music?
Oh, no.
No.
No, I'm blessed, man. Like a lot of people have nothing but utmost respect for me, even with all my absence in the music. When this record dropped in December, it was madness. It was, and it still is, because they're quoting the lines, they're sending it back to me. They're like, one ego the critical, Oga Boss pharmaceutical, all of my boys egotical, swagger political. So there's a way I rap. They say I rap like a big man. I say, thank God I'm a big man. So it's not like I rap like.
God, when?
So people just accept me.
Respect.
They just accept me. I'm like a lane. They just leave him his BRT. Just leave him. He's in a lane.
I did ask you that question because it wasn't really for you, because I know that's the answer.
Yeah.
But I did see how you kind of stood up for Mode 9, a comment that was made by Phenom. Phenom did say something, and it was like Mode 9 saw this and is like, who be this? Don't say that. I think Phenom said something about how he doesn't see Mode 9 as someone he wants to be like. Why did that trigger you?
Okay, first of all, I know Phenom. I know him from his years at Night House.
Yes.
Yeah, so I know I know when he got signed. But my only situation, and it's okay really to say, I don't think I want to be like this guy.
Right.
I think this guy makes more sense for me. I'm driven by what this guy has achieved and the directions he took creatively. But you see, again, emotional intelligence. Again, it's the choice of words.
Right.
How we address the legends. Because it's just outright author disrespect to just come out and say, nah, I don't want to be like Amuna. I was in Fino's house the other day and I saw him. That dude has got Bentleys, he's got that, he's got this. If Fino wouldn't even say that about Mod 9.
Right.
So I saw it and I'm like, one of the things that I'm always trying to address in hip hop is respect. So I'm not saying don't be whomever you want to be, but just don't disrespect the guys that open up the doors.
Right.
Like, you can't see the guys that open up the doors and talk down on them because you think that material wealth, because you feel like they don't have cribs dotted all over Lagos. Modern lives in England. He's settled. He has a proper job, a well-paying job. He just chooses to be low-key. And that's his life.
It is.
So I feel like there was a better way to say, like, I'm hugely inspired by this guy, he's got it all. Don't stop that comparison.
Right.
Stop it, because even the guy that you like with all his cars and cribs was hugely inspired and has a lot of respect for the guy that you're trying to put down.
It seems like it's a Gen Z thing.
I just feel it's
new generation
it's
thing.
just it's even a Gen Z thing. I just think it's just think before you talk.
Right.
Yeah, and just always remember, these things are words on marbles. You go to a podcast and you think you're being emotional and you're connecting and you're talking a lot. Just remember that these things will be recorded, edited, and dropped out there. They'll be evidential for the rest of the time.
That's
Just
true.
show respect, man. You see Nas or Jay-Z or a Rick Ross talking about the people that inspired them. You never get to hear things like this.
Definitely.
Never.
Ooh. Words from Illy Oga Boss. I don't know. Illbliss, maybe you should start, podcast. Just use your voice to give motivational speeches. If you listen to, if you want to hear a podcast from Illbliss, I mean, just put it in the morning. You can do. If I think I should record some things, so I'm playing in my head. Cha-cha, you can do this.
Cha-cha,
you're great. You're amazing.
Everybody keeps saying that.
Yeah,
like, Illy, if we talk to you, we'll go and fight.
Yeah.
If you make us believe. But and I am happy that I even have such a trait, because nobody but Jesus, nobody. I don't even know where I run to when I melt down, because I do melt down from time to time, but nobody gets to see it. But I'm looking at podcasts. I'll do it, but it'll be different.
Yeah, just give us, even if it's 5 minutes, daily inspiration. we would your streams will be high. Who are these people on? If I Apple Music, number one, you will not see your song there, but you see Illy Motivates.
Illy Motivates. Chacha, you're amazing. You think like an agency chick. Like you think like an ad agency chick.
I do. Right?
Look at Illy Motivates. # Illy Motivates.
Oh my.
Hey, Jesus Lord. I can see the money.
Hey.
Proudly sponsored by this bank and that bank and that bank and that bank.
It's all right. Thank you so much.
I'll send you a check.
Please. We said that again.
I'll send you a check.
Okay, I just wanted, because the camera was on me when that happened. Thank you so much, Illbliss. It's been a pleasure having you here. So we hear that the album drops 24th.
24th.
That's 6 days after my birthday. That's good. We're gonna hold that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that's incredible.
Thank you for the birthday gift.
I'm excited. You're gonna like it. I'm going to send you exclusives, low key.
Yes, please.
Just because you're cha.
Yeah.
It's you.
Tell them not me. I'm a big name. People should not see me small. Thank you so much, Illy. Do you have any final thoughts you want to share? I mean, something to motivate the guys.
My guy, just keep hustling, man. Just keep trying and keep look out that kidnapping people in Lagos. I mean, Chacha said it earlier on. Just keep look out for the cars you get into, the people in the cars. Be very situational. Awareness. Always be aware of your environment. No careless waka here and there. Just be safe. Be safe out there and be content. Your time will come.
That's it. Be content.
That's me doing Illy Motivates
Come
again.
on now. See as it is. Lagos, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I've got to go. Perfect way to end the show with Oga Boss himself.
Lagos's Hot FM.